If I was replicating a quarterback and this physical matching for my subject was good, this would be a typical figure I would order in.
In 2011, Clyde Raven retired from the Winnipeg Police Force.
The finished result will be pretty much an exact replica of the player itself.
Since then, Raven has had little in the way of downtime. He is getting the chance to partake in one of his passions, creating and painting sports action figures.
Well, actually, it was a hobby of mine. I did it for years. I have a background in art. That's what I took in high school. As a kid, like many of us, model building, And then, of course, the love for sports. I've been, involved in sports and played sports all my life, and a fan of, all of the big players, just like everybody else. So I started doing them as a hobby for myself and then friends and family.
But that passion has translated into a lucrative business. With the encouragement of people who appreciate his work, Raven and his wife, Deb, have created Raven's Custom Keepsakes.
And when the retirement came around, everybody said, this is amazing. You should be making a small business out of this. Now you've got the time, why don't you do it? And we'd done it for a couple of pros, and they're memorabilia collectors. They have all their jerseys in their basements and stuff, and they said that the piece I did for them was their very favorite, and it was front and center in their homes. So I said, well, maybe there is something to this, and maybe I should be doing this.
Here's how it works. A customer brings Raven a photo of an athlete that he or she would like to see made into an action figure. He then breaks down an existing sports figure and recreates it to match the photo. It's intricate and time-consuming work.
I estimate on any figure, it depends on the figure, probably 5 to 7 hours of total painting time.
From there, Raven will take the finished figure and mount it in a case with whatever memento the customer would like to see with it. The finished work is impressive. It's even caught the eyes of several well-known athletes.
You know what? Probably the very first person was Joe Daly. I had struck up a relationship with him, going into his shop, visiting with him, and kind of one day just dropped in there and told him what I was doing, and he said, that's fantastic. He said, I would love something like that, and we ended up doing one of Joe. And he's been such an advocate for our business. He tells everybody coming in his shop what we do. He proudly displays his in his shop, and he jokes that it's going to be a family heirloom and pass it down to his kids. Haley Wickenheiser is one, our Canadian women's hockey and Olympic champion. I mean, she's been playing at upper level for years and years. And we got to meet her through friends of a friend. She was here playing with University of Calgary, who she plays in when she's not playing Olympic hockey, and got to meet her and got to explain to her what we did. And right away she said, she had to have one, and we got to present her with one the next time she came around. So that was great.
Add to that former Blue Bomber quarterback Buck Pierce, along with 4 of the team's most important players. Those figures are now on display in the Bomber store at Investors Group Field. And with his reputation and order list growing, it's safe to say that Clyde Raven's full retirement may be put on hold for some time to come. For Go Winnipeg, I'm Al Foster.